Kasey, college football might be over, and I'm so sad about that, but it was so cool to watch the Buckeyes win. But we still have NFL football. We got the conference championships coming up. So I'd love to hear your predictions first for the NFC Championship. Who do you got?
Oh, my gosh. So, of course, I'm a little wounded because the Commanders took over and topped my Buccaneers, and now they're in the NFC Championship. Clearly, I'm still gassed by it, but what a better storyline than Jaden Daniels getting there and doing it in his rookie season, more importantly. But if I just have to go ahead and make a hard pitch to who's going to take this one, it's got to be the Eagles. I underestimated them in a number of turns. I just think that they're going to have more of the experience on their side. Yes, Eagles fans, I've heard you loudly when you've had your moments of cries for coaching decisions and playmaking decisions, but they've cleaned up a lot of things. And how do you go against Saquon Barkley? You don't. So just to think about the terror that he can be and just how much he deserves this season along with his teammates and the humility in his play, I like the Eagles to take the NFC Championship.
That's good. Well, I think you have so many great points with that, but I think there's something in me that just loves the storyline of the Washington Commanders with Jaden Daniels. And so I'm going to go with the upset. I'm going to take Washington, and I know Philly is the favorite, but they've got, they got the great running backs and all the things, but Jalen Hurts is a little banged up, right? He hurt his knee, and so I'm thinking with that on the run game, and then combining it, going really up against Jaden Daniels, who has just had one of the best rookie performances in all of quarterbacks' rookie performances ever. I mean, this guy is really unstoppable. He's coming in clutch moments. Dan Quinn and Cliff Kingsbury are really trusting him on third down, and that's not something you typically see with rookie quarterbacks. I also love the combination of Jaden Daniels with veterans like Zach Ertz, who also comes in clutch, and former Eagle, right? He's going to have some vengeance on him, and Bobby Wagner. Like, I think that combination is really cool because you can just tell with how they interact. They have so much respect for their young rookie quarterback, but it is fun too to see like how they can also pour into him. So I'm going to go with the Washington Commanders for the NFC Championship.
I love that. I'm right there with you. I really, really am. I want to stick to that one as well. And I'm glad that you mentioned just kind of the trust there with the rookie quarterback, because some of the play calls are something that you would kind of toss to more of a veteran presence, and they've allowed Jaden Daniels to take it and run with it. To add against my point, but to your point, Jaden Daniels' release time is going to come in very fashionably handy in this matchup, and that's something where they'll have an edge over the Eagles. So it can be very interesting and very close. Look, I just want a good game at this point since my Bucs got knocked out.
Hey, just something entertaining. That's good. Okay, on to the AFC. Who do you have?
Oh my gosh. Okay, I'm just going to be honest here. I've rooted against the Chiefs at every single turn. I don't need another Chiefs Super Bowl. They've had their moment. But also, I mean, I really want this for Josh Allen. He cleaned up a lot of things this season. He was known to be the fumble king. He was known to be a little too rash and a little too hasty when it came to making decisions. But he's another guy that sits top 5 in the category of a quick release on the ball. But he also has a top 5 offensive line playing in front of him. So when it comes to the Chiefs and Spagnuolo, he's not going to be able to come blitz heavy all the time and use that to his advantage. He was able to fluster a young quarterback in C.J. Stroud. He's not going to be able to do that with Josh Allen. So just to see how he pivots game plan wise, it's going to be a lot of focus on the defense, where the Bills don't have to hyper-focus on their offense or defense. They have such a balanced attack on both sides. So I'm here for the Josh Allen story. I'm here for him to break the rut. I'm here for him to put the Chiefs in their place, tell them to take the back seat for once heading to a Super Bowl, and see what the Bills can produce moving forward.
Well, I'm right there with you. I do think, too, I think the time is now. I think this is the time for the Buffalo Bills. They're running the ball so well with Cook, and also other running backs who they're also using a ton.
Sweet Baby Ray.
Yes, but it's not just him, right? It's also their quarterback, Josh Allen, who said before the season started, hey, I'm not going to run them. I'm not going to take it as much myself. We're going to let other people do that. But he has just gone full Superman mode, stormed right into the end zone, especially being so dangerous in the red zone and really unstoppable there. But he's also spreading it around. I think in the last game, 9 different guys caught the ball, which is just a testament to how their strategy, right? But then also the unselfishness of this team, which I think is really fun to see.
That's a great way to put that. And I love that you mentioned the targets too, because it makes game planning harder. When you look at a certain number of teams, the Chiefs, they want to feed it to Travis Kelce. And when they get into tight moments, that Travis Kelce and Patrick Mahomes connection is undeniable. But tight ends don't have much free will against this Bills defense either. So the Chiefs are going to have to get creative, but they're also going to have to be creative in how they attack and how they defend because of the number of targets that the Bills can use and because of the fast thinking of Josh Allen and the team behind him when it comes to the coaching. So I love that point out.
Definitely. I also love with the Bills this like keeping it light, fresh, confidence.
Fun.
Everything's fun. And you saw Mac Hollins walk into the last game. He had like a Hawaiian shirt on. It was unbuttoned.
What do you think he wears for a championship game? Because the outfits have gotten reckless.
That's what. I don't know, but it's hard to top. I mean, he had sunscreen on his nose. Like just that like calm, cool, relaxed vibe, but it's also dangerous because when you can play free and loose, like that's really scary.
It really is. And it makes your opponent hard to like, how do you gauge people that walk in like just completely fearless, like completely ready to go and just not giving you any intel into what they're feeling, if they're feeling rattled by any means. But I think it's just one of those things that now's the time. And it's for many players on the Bills, but it's also for that coaching staff. Like they have a brilliant staff. Now they want to show that they can execute it and fulfill it fully.
Mm-hmm. Something we talked about before the show was, what would be the cooler storyline for who to come out on top? And who do you think that would be?
Oh, I don't know why I'm being so like drawn towards Josh Allen, but as great as his story would be,
he got engaged this year.
I know, like it's the 2 rings thing. You know, you got the one ring's coming. You want to get the other one, but you said it earlier. The poetic and just amazing season that Jayden Daniels is having as a rookie. Nobody had him taking his team to the playoffs, let alone potentially a Super Bowl or a championship game. So I think you can't beat that. On top of the fact that he's very demure. I hated that word, but he is very demure. And
Clip it. That's so good. Yes, he is. That's exactly how I would describe him.
Yeah, there's just everything that he does, his press conferences, his responses to things, whether it's adverse, whether it's intense, whether it's calm, he's just demure.